Good evening. This is Dave Serio, and welcome to You Ought to Know Live, seen and heard live every Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, we always have people with us from the automotive industry, and we got a newbie with us tonight. I hadn't had a chance to join in for a while and also getting things squared away. In fact, he's on the screen right now. That's Brad Sanders. I'm going to put myself up on the screen right now along with Mike Lambert. We're sharing Mike's computer. I don't know why Mike's sitting back here. It's your computer, Mike. But I stopped over Mike's house to pick up Michelle's car that Mike just finished detailing. What a great job. I mean, a beautiful job. And her SC430 has never looked so good. And knew that I couldn't get back in time to get things started, so we just did it right from here on your Mac.
Yep.
Lena's Mac.
Not mine.
Yeah. If it's a computer, it doesn't belong to Mr. Mike. I can promise you that. So good to see you. So we have Brad Sanders with us from BG Products. Good evening, Brad.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure, sir. You are my distributor for BG Products. You're my salesperson. You come to my store, make a ton of money.
This is true.
Wares, okay. Always proud to see the bill when you print it out on your little computer, and then you get a smile and you say, "Guess what you did this week?" You know, and I have a little palpitations of the heart. You know, you have to keep on reminding me that when I buy this from you, I am making something on it. But you know, it's tough.
It brings a smile to both of our faces because both of us are making money, and it's also good for the customers as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're not familiar with BG Products, that's the company that Brad works for, Cravato, and that is the distributor here, Maryland, Virginia, and some in Pennsylvania, or
West Virginia. I mean, it's worldwide, but the Cravato distributorship is all of Maryland besides the Eastern Shore, as well as most of Northern Virginia and some parts of Western Virginia.
No wonder Walt moved to the Eastern Shore.
Exactly. He had to get out of here. Exactly.
Yeah, okay, now I understand. I'll have to give Walt a call tomorrow and find out, oh, so that's why you went down.
That explains everything.
For sure, for sure. So you're my salesperson. You go to different shops, businesses, dealers throughout the day and talk about BG products, try to open up new service centers, but also, of course, fill and stock your current ones. How many customers do you see in about a month?
I have probably 40 customers I see every month, and another 45 to 50 customers I see probably every other month.
Okay.
So probably 90 total customers.
All right. And how many do you see? Like you're with me almost every week, right?
Pretty much every week.
About every 10 days.
It seems to be about that, give or take.
Right.
But I have probably 15 that I see every single week, and then another probably 20 that I see every other week.
Now, what's your best seller right now? Is the ethanol Defender really taking off?
The ethanol Defender, obviously, the MOA oil additive, and all of our fuel products that's kind of where we strive or make the biggest difference between us and some of the other chemical companies is our oil and our fuel products, like what you said, the ethanol Defender product.
Right.
And that's good for any single car, cleaning up carbon, also helping neutralize acids from the ethanol itself that's in the gasoline, as well as stabilizing the gasoline and, like I said, just cleaning up carbon and absorbing any moisture that's in the gas tank.
For those of you that may not know what BG Products is, BG Products is a company. I'll let you explain it. That'd be easy. Explain the company's thought process and also what it actually does as far as supplying equipment and chemicals.
Yeah, I guess I probably should have explained that. I go to all these shops and I supply them with their equipment and fluids and services and chemicals so that they can perform these types of services. Any fluid-based service on their customer's vehicle, any of the fluids in their customer's vehicle, we have a piece of equipment, a fluid or a chemical to allow you guys, you shop owners or whoever, to service the customer's car, whether it's the transmission, the brake fluid, the coolant, the power steering, the fuel system, or the engine, or the differentials.
And BG, of course, also has the warranty too.
Yeah, it's a nice little added value to offer these services. You can have these services performed at any location, but if they're not using our products, sorry, we have what's called the BG Lifetime Protection Plan, and any car that comes in and it has 75,000 miles or less, and you have this service done, we have up to $2,000 of coverage on any single component. If there's any sort of lubricated failure under 30,000 miles, we will cover up to $2,000. So say you have your transmission serviced at 60,000 miles, between the mileage of 60 and 90,000 miles, if something were to fail lubricated-wise, we would step up for $2,000 to cover that. Or actually, for the transmission, it's a little different. It'd be $1,000.
Yeah, for the mileage. But if they had gotten the first service done before 36,000, then they would have had the $2,000.
Yeah, the coverage amount actually doubles if you start before 36,000 miles.
Correct. So and that's the great thing about it is it's for doing things you should be doing anyway, at no extra charge.
It's nice to you spend that sort of money to walk out of the shop having that sort of peace of mind if something were to fail over the course of time.
Right, exactly. Well, I'm glad to have you here this evening. We're going to come back to you in just a little bit. We're going to talk with Jose, and then we also have this guy behind me here, and we'll let him talk a little bit too. So, Brad, hold on just one moment. Brad Sanders from BG Products. Hold on. We go to Jose Ueso. Jose, how you be?
I'm doing well. Nice to be here. I just made it.
Good. Well, glad you did. And you may have noticed that I'm in a little different surroundings. As we were telling the folks when I first got on the air, Michelle's car was detailed and sequenced by yours truly back here, and we came and picked it up tonight. I said, look, there's no way that I can make it back to the house and get things started, so here we are. Lena set us up, and we're working on the Mac, and I'm here in the fine studio here with a beautiful Mercedes convertible that you would love, I guarantee, because I know you love Mercedes.
Yes, yeah, very nice cars. I like all German cars, as a matter of fact.
Yes, sir. Okay, now, we are ready for this Sunday, praying for good weather. I've been getting mixed feelings on the weather reports. Yesterday, everything looked fantastic. Today, I look at it, and they're saying a 50% chance of rain, but all that can change over the next couple days. But we're looking forward to being there. Mike and I are definitely going to be there, and so is Craig Schiff. Craig's going to be there around 1 o'clock, once again, to take some video and some pictures, and he's looking forward to being there.
Great, great. Yeah, we'll be ready for you, and I'm sure we'll have good weather. I can almost guarantee it.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I like that kind of bold talk. But tell the folks that are listening right now what we're talking about.
Sure. We're going to have our 6th annual benefit car show. All the proceeds will go to Daybreak Adult Day Services, and we are going to feature yourself with a couple of beautiful Vipers, a beautiful Pantera, and you're bringing over the Dodge also, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Mike Lambert bringing over his Dodge Challenger, and the Golden Gears Car Club will be there, along with some of the guys from the Corvette Club, and some independent gentlemen with their vehicles, including another Viper, and who knows what else will show up. So we'll have some good food there. We'll have the moon bounce, plenty of stuff for the kids to do. Of course, all that gleaming chrome will be impressing everybody.
Wear your sunglasses.
Yeah, so it'll be a good time. It officially starts at 12 noon, and it'll roll for till judging at 3 and wind up around 4 o'clock. But
right, give the folks some information on where there is.
Yes, okay. It is going to be at Dynamic Automotive, the Urbana location. That address is 8824 Urbana Church Road, right next to the Exxon station. We're located right off of 270, and that phone number over there is 301-874-8833. That's 8833. And you can also call me at my location, which is at Liberty Town. If you have any questions, call me at 301-694-6250. I'm here all the time.
Oh, right. That's true. That is true. And do you have room for any more cars if people want to bring their cars?
Yes, I'm sure we'll have room for plenty of cars. We do have overflow strategies. And that it usually occurs later in the afternoon where we start parking people out on the front end of the building on the road. And we'll make room for you, definitely. If you've got a nice car, bring it on by.
Mike, that's a nice way. They're kicking us to the curb. When more people show up, we're out of there, mister. There we go. We're looking forward to it.
That's be trapped in there. I'm gonna park you in a situation there in the parking lot that once they all load up, there's no way out.
I hear you. We're there until 4, until the trophies are given out. That's
exactly.
It.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I assume, and maybe I'm not assuming properly, but you have Jasper and BG products coming back again?
We do. We're trying to get Big Bubba, the engine demo, to do his demonstration maybe once or twice that day. And don't know about BG. I honestly don't know if they're going to be represented that day.
I mean Jasper.
Jasper. I mean Jasper. Yeah.
Now Brad Sanders is with us, and Brad is from BG. He's my salesman up in the Hartford County area. Who are your salesmen for BG?
His name is Denny Butts.
Denny Butts, okay.
Denny Butts, a really good guy, just very personable, does a great job servicing all 3 of our locations. Love the guy. He's fantastic.
So you got lucky then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I got Brad.
How long have you had Brad?
Brad, I've had Brad, what, 2 years now?
About, just over 2 years, or just coming up on 2 years now. Been with the company about 4 years, but I've been dealing with Dave for about 2 now.
Yeah, it feels like 4 though, doesn't it?
Seems like 4, yeah.
Now, we love Brad. He's working out real good. We just broke him in. We're just getting used to him now. So we can't change now, you know?
No, we don't need that.
You know?
I'm presently involved with doing the Liberty Town Carnival every night this week. We're giving out balloons, bags, coolers, little bottle coolers, and
free car washes.
The free car washes, discount coupons. Yes, as a matter of fact, I have the free car washes right here. So yeah, we're giving those away also. And yesterday was our first day out there, and we have a large tank of helium, and I have dynamic balloons, that blue dynamic automotive balloons, and I turned the place into a sea of blue dynamic automotive balloons, just giving them out left and right, you know. And kids would come back for more. And you know, the more the kids came back for more, the more I gave them.
There you go. Very nice. Well, you're doing some good community stuff, and I know the car show benefits good community stuff. Yeah. So it's all great. And this is going to be this will be my 3rd year there.
This is going to be your 3rd year there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. That's going to be great. I tell you, I am praying for good weather for you, because I know how important good weather and a good forecast is for making these things successful. So we've had such a good summer so far. We need it for at least one more weekend.
Right. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm sure we'll have good weather.
I hope so. All right, well, I'm going to put the screen on us for a moment there, Mr. Jose and Mr. Brad, and I'm going to see this guy behind me. Let me move on over here a little bit. There we go. A little more even now. As I said, I don't know why you're in the back. This is your house and your computer.
I was being like Todd.
Yeah, you're doing a Todd impression. That's what it was. Is Todd going to be there Sunday?
Todd will be there Sunday. Todd's working the carnival right now.
Okay, good. All right, well, tell Todd we said hi, and we'll look forward to seeing him Sunday.
I sure will.
Okay, Mike Lambert is from the Shine Shop, and he's given up his little Shine Shop stuff to put our names on there. But the Shine Shop, you are an extreme detailer. You just finished doing Michelle's 2003 SC430. Yep. Definitely not a show car. Definitely not a classic vintage car at this point. I wouldn't call it an exotic by any means, but a very, very nice hardtop convertible in good condition. Yep. And you did the C-quartz on it, and I'm telling you, it's a silver car. So, I mean, no offense to silver, but it isn't usually the color that strikes you when you see it. Well, we turned the corner, and whoo, you could see it from about a block away. Really is beautiful.
Yeah, the C-quartz brings out, it's got a little metallic in it, so the C-quartz brings that out, and it just makes the paint just shine.
Yeah. It does. And, of course, it protects it, too.
Absolutely. For 2 year warranty for 2 years, and it's basically a ceramic coating, so it's much harder than the factory paint, and that helps with scratching and stains and bird bombs and things like that.
Sure. Now, the one that's behind us right now, which is going to be the next in the detailing bin, I'd say. What year is this? Do you know?
This is a 2011.
Okay, Mercedes
E350.
Mm-hmm.
And nice car, very nice car. The young lady just bought it, and it's a friend of mine, and she wanted the C-Course because she doesn't have a garage, so we did it today, and it's sitting here curing as we speak, and we'll finish it up in the morning, and she'll be good.
Very nice, pretty blue.
Yes.
And is that a beige interior?
Kind of a beige, darker beige interior. Very nice. Got the air-conditioned seats that blow the cold air on your neck and all, and yeah.
There you go.
You take it out in the sun, you don't get all sweaty.
That would be like the air conditioning would actually come out of the Pantera. That's it. That's what we get. That's the air conditioning out of the Pantera. It's an Italian car, folks. You have to understand. So give information, folks, to how we can get a hold of you, Mr. Mike.
The phone number is 410-833-1632, and the website is theshineshopAutoDetailing.com. And everything's on there. My wife did a wonderful job of it, and it's easy to navigate through, and all the prices are there, and we don't have anything.
Whenever I interview Mike and he's here at his shop, whenever I ask him for his website, he always looks up. I didn't realize it. It's actually there. So that's the reason why he always looks up. He's actually reading it, even though he knows it very well.
I mean, I have to read it because between the email and the websites and the phone numbers, I just can't keep them straight. So.
I hear that. Mike is an extreme detailer. 1 car per day. This Mercedes got the full day's treatment of Mike Lambert. He started around 8 o'clock this morning, I'm sure, and starts cleaning the car inside and out, gets it to be about a 95 to 98% correctness. This 2011, I bet, is close to 100% correctness. And once you get the car clean, then you do the C-Quartz. And the C-Quartz is a ceramic treatment that is very similar to like the product the glass is made of, correct?
Yeah, it's made out of basically the same chemicals as glass. And it chemically bonds to the paint, meaning it becomes one with the paint versus waxes and sealants mechanically bond to the paint, meaning they just kind of attach themselves. They do wear off with normal washing and day-to-day wear. This stuff will not wear off. To get it off, you really have to aggressively polish the paint with a compound or even sand it off. So now, it's there for a long time.
How many have you had to take off so far?
I have not personally taken any off, but I've had a couple people who've had some fender benders and things like that, and the body shops. I tell them to call me so I can tell them how to get it off.
Right.
It's not like you can just wipe it off with a chemical and then spray over top of it. The paint will not stick to it.
But the good thing is there's no reason to take it off once it's on.
Oh no, absolutely not. It doesn't wear off at all. I mean, and we've been doing it for a little more than 2 years now, and we have not had a problem. And the only thing we've ever heard was how people like it because it's so easy to take care of.
I know 3 of my cars have had them on for more than a year now.
Yeah.
In fact, today is the day that you did my 2013 Viper last year. 1 week after I bought it on August 11th. So we had the car here, and
I just saw it this weekend.
Yeah, I had it back to you this weekend. You went over just to clean it up just a little bit for the Dynamic Automotive Show. And I don't like to talk dollars and cents, but to be quite honest with you, and people may be shocked at this, but the paint that I got on my Viper was an option, and it was a $15,000 option. And people will go, gasp, which I did when I first heard. When I first heard how much that paint was going to cost, I did gasp, just like that. However, I had the advantage. I had already seen the paint in person, in the sunlight, and said, it's worth it. And to me it is. But what I'm trying to get to in a very long fashion is the fact that 1 week after I bought that car and paid that kind of money for the car and the paint, it was to Mike to have that paint protected with C-Quartz. So it's a big factor of trust when it comes to Mike and the job he does. And boy, not disappointed in any way. The car was beautiful when he got it, and it was even more attractive when I got it back.
It just enhances the color of the car. So if you have a really pretty car, it just makes it look even better.
Yep.
It doesn't change the color or anything like that.
All right.
Protection's the main thing.
Absolutely. We'll be back in just a moment there, Mr. Mike, we'll get back over here to Brad Sanders from BG Products. Once again, Brad, it's good to have you here. This is your first time being on the show. We had you set up before, and we couldn't get your audio to work. So luckily, you bailed out before everybody got embarrassed. But glad we got that all taken care of. And you got your BG shirt on and everything. You're ready to go.
Yeah, that's the only BG shirt I actually own, so I made sure I wore it today.
He's roasting inside the house right now. It's 92 degrees inside that sweater. There you go. But he's got that going on. So 4 years with BG and working for the Cravatos, and I know they treat you well. I don't even have to ask you that because they're good people.
Absolutely.
And I've known them for, I guess, close to 15 years now.
Wow, yeah, they're a fantastic company to work for.
Yeah, I started with in 1996 is when I really started dealing with BG heavily, and that's when I went on board. So very, very happy to still be with BG. They treat me very well, and I think I do the best for them.
Absolutely, it works both ways.
Yeah, you have noticed an increase in the BG products in the area where the radio station is heard. A lot of shops are being talked to about BG.
Absolutely. Especially from your radio show, I get calls every single day from either owners of shops, technicians from shops, or just customers who have come into their shops and asked for chemicals such as like RF7 or the ethanol defender or the fuel induction service from actually listening to your radio show on Saturday mornings, as well as through a show like this.
And we do want to point out that Jose is also a BG dealer too, and does a lot of BG products at all three of his locations.
Good, very good.
Yep. So we got a lot of BG folk around, and it's because of two reasons. One is we know the company BG is going to back our claims and the products up, but also we know they're good products. Every single BG product that I can think of that I've used in my shop has been in one of my cars. Even
Fantastic.
The diesel truck that I have, the diesel stuff that we have. So I can't think of anything on that shelf that has not been used on one of my cars.
Yeah, I actually I got a call from, and you know him, Tom over at SNT Automotive today down in Linthicum. And he actually called me and he had a claim for a transmission. And it is very rare that I get a claim, but when I do, it's typically a transmission.
I've only had one. It was a Chrysler transmission.
And Chrysler's going to go either way.
What a shock. What a shock.
Yeah, what a shock.
Chrysler automatic transmission from the 90s. Yeah. What are the odds?
Crazy. I've never heard of such a thing. But anyways, I talked him through the process of pulling up the customer's history and making sure the correct part numbers are included on the ROs and faxing the information over to actually BG's corporate, I guess, office. And as far as I know, everything went through smooth. I haven't heard back from him. I told him if there's any issues to call me back, and I never heard anything. So I'm assuming everything went well.
I'm sure it did. The one claim that I had, was a automatic transmission in Chrysler.
Mm-hmm.
Gentleman that had the service. You have to have it done before 75,000 miles for it to count. If you have your first service after 75,000 miles, you can't get the warranty. He had the service at 74,785. He was about 200 miles away from the borderline.
Yeah.
And then at 91,000, 14,000 miles later, 16,000 miles later, the transmission started to fail. So we put the claim in. We had all the information, everything like that. No problem. We gave him $1,000 towards his automatic transmission. And you know what that meant? That meant that he made a decision between going with a used transmission, which would be highly risky in a late 90s Chrysler automatic transmission, because he didn't have a lot of miles in his vehicle, and his transmission went up. So what are the odds of getting one good at used? But he was in that particular ballpark as far as price. So now BG steps in, at no extra charge. He had the warranty. $1,000 went towards it. He put a Jasper remanufactured transmission in. He paid his $1,000. You paid the $1,000, and he's a happy camper.
And he gets a 3-year, 100,000-mile Jasper warranty now.
Exactly. So he can't lose, and it was great. So it all because of the fact that you're doing what you're supposed to do, which is maintain your vehicle, and he did it just in the nicotine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously you want to offer to do these services to help prevent any sort of breakdown from the component. But
Right.
in the case that it does happen, it's nice to have that backing that is there through our protection plan.
Very good. Well, Brad, it's been a pleasure having you this evening. If you could hang in just a little bit longer so we can at least talk to the other guys just a little bit more. You're from. Do you want people to get a hold of you directly or just Cravato as such?
If you're in the Hartford or Baltimore County, you can feel free to call me if you're interested. My cell phone number is 410-271-1339.
All right. And if you're out of that area and you want to know more about BG products, you can call Cravato. They've got an 800 number, 1-800-327-8883, and that's available Monday through Saturday. And you can call them, and they'll give you contact information of shops in your area and also information about their products.
Yep, just let them know what area you're in, and they'll give you whatever the closest rep to that area, and he'll contact you and see if they can assist you guys or assist whoever.
Good. Thanks for joining us tonight, Brad. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure, buddy. Going back to Jose, the man of the hour, who has the big car show coming up this Sunday, and we're looking forward to being there at 8824 Urbana Church Road in Urbana. And explain to the folks a little bit, if they're not familiar with where Urbana is, give them an idea in some correlation with some other, like Frederick and Baltimore and things like that.
Sure. Urbana is the town that is directly south on Route 270 of Frederick, Maryland, from Frederick, Maryland. It used to be a farm community, and there was really nothing there until about 2002 it started to develop. Mm-hmm. And our shop is just a stone's throw away right off of 270. Now this town has exploded with developments, beautiful homes, well thought out homes, very nice communities. They have an array of restaurants, all kinds of food service. Of course, there's a Giant and other types of services there, fast food, Waffle House, McDonald's, 7-Eleven. It's really turned out to be a very nice town to live in. So,
you know how many square miles Urbana is?
I would guesstimate it's got to be about 25 square miles,
okay.
5 miles in either direction.
All right.
I may be overestimating there, but it does now have a large footprint. And it's in Frederick County, it's the most developed area, I would say, other than Mount Airy, that's close to Montgomery County.
Right. And the good news is that, it's an easy commute. 270. Easy commute. Yeah. An easy commute to D.C. and then also Baltimore, if you like, and Frederick. So, I mean, you've got, that's why it's growing so quickly, is because there's a need for it. You have to have more housing in that area for all the people who are especially commuting to D.C. area and Northern Virginia,
Yeah, in regards to that corridor, yeah, it's the most convenient area to live in if you work in the Montgomery County or Washington, D.C. area. You can hightail it down to Gaithersburg, pick up the metro, and boom, you're in D.C.
Right.
And it is. It's despite 270, which doesn't have the best reputation. I used to drive that road quite a bit. You develop some skills driving that road after a few years.
Well, no, we're not talking about gesturing. We're talking about driving.
Right, driving. Yeah. And but yeah, it's a.
Who do you think you are, Johnny Manziel? Come on now, Gee.
Yeah. Yep. So we're pretty close to Frederick, and just really about a stone's throw away from Newmarket. It's very close to Newmarket. And
you know what I meant by Johnny Manziel, right?
What's that?
You do know what I meant by Johnny Manziel, by any chance?
No, not really.
Okay, they just played the Redskins last night, and he gave the one-finger salute to the whole Redskins bench. They were rolling pretty hard, from what I heard. He's a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and of course, you're on Monday Night Football. What are the odds that a quarterback is not going to be on camera at the time he does that? So they've got a couple different views of that, and he's heard a lot of flack about it today.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. The one-finger salute to everybody, right there on national TV.
Yes, well, that is the salute on 270, I think. Anyway,
yeah. That's the standard salute on 270.
Yep, he says he's number one. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Very good. We're looking forward to being there this Sunday. Rain or shine, you can guarantee on the Shine Shop and You Ought to Know. We'll be there.
I'll be there.
All right. Looking forward to it. Okay, this Sunday, noon until 4. We'll be there much earlier than that. And if you want to get there a little early, some cars will be there. And it's at Dynamic Automotive, the Urbana location at 8824 Urbana Church Road. And the zip there is 21704.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and that, of course, if you're putting that into your GPS, it's 8824 Urbana, Urbana, Church Road, and that's Frederick, Maryland, 21704. And look forward to seeing you there. You want to give you a call, give the number out one more time if people want to call about some information about the car show.
Sure, you can reach me at the Liberty Town location. If you have any questions about the Urbana Car Show, call me at 301-694-6250. You can also call Newmarket, and they would be happy to tell you about the car show. That's our original location. That phone number is 301-694-5460. Sarah and or Lee will be glad to answer your questions at that location. And call Urbana at 301-874-8833. You'll probably talk to Jason or Ken or Big Bobby Allen.
There we go. Now, you tell Big Bobby Allen that I'm bringing my appetite Sunday.
Oh, that's a good thing because he is cooking up a storm. He's going to be smoking beef and pork, and there are going to be a lot of good eats over there that day. So I'll be gaining some weight that day too.
Tell him I'm not planning on eating healthy that day.
Right. I don't think any of us are.
I love it. I love it. We're looking forward to seeing you so much. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, my pleasure. It's really good being here tonight.
All right, well, hold on just one second. Got to bring up the big screen here. I'm Dave Serio. This little guy next to me is Mike Lambert. He's really not small. He's just sitting 3 feet back. Right. But, in that situation. And he's got hair on the top of his head, so it works out pretty good. He's not getting near many glare from light. I had to move away from the head top light. It was terrible. It was terrible for all the folks watching. I'm the host of a radio program called You Ought to Know. It's seen and heard live every Saturday morning. On the radio, of course, it's heard. It's also seen live video and audio recording every single Saturday morning, 7 a.m. till noon at daveserio.com, myname.com. And, of course, you also can listen to it 3 hours in the Saturday morning, 7 to 10, on 2 Baltimore radio stations. The first hour is on 1370, The Q in Baltimore. That also airs in Harford County, where my shop is, by the way, on 99.9 FM. That's from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then 8 a.m. to 10, we're on the powerhouse 50,000-watt WCBM. That's AM 680. And we've been doing that now for 16 years, and looking forward to continuing to do that for a long time. That's from 8 to 10. And then 11 to 12 is our show up in the Frederick area that Mr. Jose Bueso and Dynamic Automotive share the reins with. And that's a great show on Free Talk 930 WFMD. That's the real powerful #1 AM station up in the Frederick area. So it's a good time to be with it. Mike Lambert advertises on my Q1370 AM show, and he also calls in every week with tips of the week and giving us helpful hints on how we can keep our cars clean and what we can do to protect our cars. And it's always a good thing. So it's great to have you guys. Well, that was fun. We all know how to switch there, and I didn't even do anything. So flip to Jose. It must have wanted to go Jose for a reason. So we do that. So, Jose, we're getting on the screen to say goodbye. We thank you very much for being with us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you Sunday at the car show.
It's always a pleasure to be here, and, yeah, I look forward to Sunday. I'll see you both over there.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jose.
Thank you.
All right, Brad Sanders, good time for the newbie. Thank you so much. You did a great job.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, we look forward to it. But on behalf of Dave Serio, this is
Mike Lambert
from the Shine Shop. All right, we got Brad Sanders from BG Products, Jose Bueso from Dynamic Automotive. Guys, we say thank you very much for being with us this evening. We look forward to talking to you again next Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. And if by some chance you've been watching this on archive, we thank you for doing so. But we'd love to have you join us live next Tuesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're part of the Hangout10.com network I'm Dave Serio. This has been You Ought to Know Live. Have yourself a nice evening. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye now.